Hi, my name is Cheryl Arneson, and I'm a research nurse here at SickKids. I'm a clinician at heart, but my work has taken me on many different journeys over the last number of years. I've been at SickKids for a long time, and in the late 80s, I was part of starting the HIV program here at SickKids. And it was a time when kids were sick, families were sick, and it felt very urgent and very important. As things got better, then I was able to move on, and my interest in global work came out, and I was able to travel internationally and work in many countries, helping to teach other providers around the world, which was very satisfying. Now I've come full circle, I'm back here, and have taken on the research role in helping to further advance this disease, and hopefully we'll get to a cure one day. I realized that knowledge translation is something I've been doing for a long time, but I didn't have a name or a framework for it. But in fact, I've always felt it was really important to take a lot of heavy information that families and even other providers can't understand or couldn't understand, and put it in a way, package it in a way that they were able to then embrace it, whether it's with a child who needs the information translated at a really lower level that they can understand, whether it's an adult, and in here at SickKids and around the world, people may not understand medical information, or you may have a language barrier. So for me, one of the big things has always been to use storytelling and humor. Using humor and storytelling has always been really helpful when I'm talking to children and parents. When I have a new parent who's just found out they're HIV positive and their child is HIV positive, there's a lot of grief, loss of hope, and we're trying to restore that and make sure that they feel okay and can move forward, because they have a lot of medical information they have to digest at the same time as they're dealing with their disease. So if I can tell them a story about another family without obviously breaking confidentiality, I can help them to understand that there is hope, that there is a future. In the meantime, I can give them the medical information and the information about treatment and management that will help them move forward. When I'm mentoring or teaching, whether it's locally, nationally, or internationally, I always try to find a way to relate to that group of providers that I'm teaching. And sometimes it's finding those key cultural pieces that lighten the severity of some of these values and beliefs that people hold around HIV and around their own behavior, sexual behavior, or society's behavior. It's really, really difficult to try to explain a disease that you can't see, and something that you're trying to explain that is inside of your own body cells, when people don't really even understand how their bodies work. For example, when I'm talking to a group of villagers, what we did was we tried to make a story that would explain it in something they could understand. So we talked about how they keep their cattle protected from wild animals like hyenas and lions at night by building a kraal around them, and that is in fact how the body's immune system works to protect itself, and how an invader can get in, how they can get through the fence or the barrier, and then what we can do with medication to try to bring that barrier back up and protect them. So it was, once they could understand that, they would be like, yeah, I get it. Yeah, I understand this. That's why I need to take these pills. Great. Much better than just saying, take some pills and you'll feel better. Research is something we do here, and it's very important to SickKids, and it advances the care of children around the world. And if we can't make children and families understand that research so that they feel comfortable participating and trust us, then we're not doing our job well enough. I've been standing on this soapbox for a long time, trying to educate people about HIV, change the way people look at it, and get help to the people that need it. But we're not finished yet. There's a lot of research going on, and a lot of things are happening in the world. But there's a perception now suddenly that HIV is kind of well managed, taken care of, nobody sees it anymore, it's not visual, and yet there's still so much work to be done. So I'm still on the soapbox, and I'm still trying to raise that awareness, and so I'm still translating what's going on now and what continues to go on.